Hello everyone, we're here with Marcus and Chris, and they've got the question of the day for Cincinnati. Take it away, boys.
So you think with all the government's lying, you really think we're going to know the full effect of Bush lying throughout the last 8 years?
Yes.
You think we're really going to find out the full extent of every lie?
Yes.
How far down the road, though?
Very far down the road. So far that we can't even see any further. That's really far. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just fucking around.
There's a thing called the Freedom of Information Act, and it'll show up on the screen here. And on the Freedom of Information Act, hopefully after we kick Bush out of office, there will be information that we'll be able to get through that act and find out all the lies that he's been telling. I'm sure we won't find out all of them for another 50, 60 years. Hopefully we'll still be around by then. Yeah. If not, maybe our kids will find out all the lies.
I don't believe we're going to have to do that. I think that he's just going to come forward and say, hey, you know what? I made some mistakes and maybe I told a couple of fibs. And here's what they were. I love you, America. America is #1. America rules.
All right.
Yes.
And I have a question. Today, the neo-Nazis were supposed to march through over the Rhine, like Argano or whatever. How do you feel about that?
Obviously, I love neo-Nazis. no, I'm sorry. I'm just not in a serious mood today at all. I mean, obviously, it's fucked anytime that there is a group of people who are putting their energy into hate and into division. And it's really sad that people would actually organize and work to cause divisions between people, and instead of working to bring people together and, you know, connect people and solve our differences and work on the world's problems. So in that respect, you know, I think it's really fucked. That said, I think that it is important that everybody have an opportunity to voice their opinion and to say the things that they believe. I think when we allow public discourse to take place, that's when ideas get hashed out. That's when differences get overcome. Yeah. And so in that respect, I do think that it's important to let people speak. However, obviously, I think that fascism and the ideals of the neo-Nazis are something that are very hurtful and divisive, and something that is obviously something that we should try to eradicate in our world.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, I think it's fucked up. Like, I'm all for freedom of speech, but if you're doing it like to provoke a group of people, just cause problems. Because they did it up in Cleveland like a couple weeks ago, like basically caused a riot. Like all the people were fighting the city and stuff. It was crazy.
Yeah, and in that said, I'm glad to see that people came out to speak against it, and that, you know, people actually put on a public display to say, hey, you know, this is bullshit, and your hateful attitude and your ideals of hate are not welcome here. And that's what people have to do when they're faced with that kind of scenario and that kind of thing.
I think that it does cause division, and I think that it's accepted that we think that the Nazis are stupid and their ideas are stupid, but I do think that those stupid ideas have to percolate to the surface, and they have to be expressed in the sense that allows other people to get off their butts and realize that these types of beliefs are still going on out there, and we need to actively get out there and confront them. And if we don't allow people with really bad ideas to talk, then everybody else just becomes complacent and doesn't get up and say anything about it. And I think that in the sense that you allow really dumb people to talk about hatred and how much they think hatred is a good idea, it allows the rest of us, the people who are smarter and understand why hate is stupid, it allows us to stand up and fight against it. So I never think that we should use government to not allow people to talk. I think we should always allow people to talk, and then the rest of us have to rally around it and show how stupid their talk really is.
Exactly.
That said, this question of the day started out fairly ridiculous, and in the end, I think that this may have been the best question of the day that we had. So, well done, my friends.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. Thanks for coming out.
Well done,
Cincinnati, we love you. You're beautiful. Take care. And peace.
And so in my State of the Union, or my speech to the nation, whatever you want to call it, speech to the nation.